here on my Bedrock realm, I just wanted to show a very easy little villager zombie thingy. First thing I did, I found 2 zombie villagers over there, brought them over here, put them in a boat, slapped a couple name tags on them. And they've been like that for like a week. Excuse me. They were still zombies. I broke the boat. I had a track laying over here with 2 tracks, 2 mine carts, and I got them all both into their own mine cart, and then I cured them. That way I could then move them without getting hit. And then I went and got a normal zombie, slapped a name tag on it, and trapped it in a mine cart over here, and just let it sit for a minute. I brought their mine carts in with some tracks and pushed the villagers into the hole I made. From what I've been reading, beds are not necessary on Bedrock. I play both versions, so I'm just going to keep adding a bed. I wanted to go ahead and get a mending book for sure. As you can tell, I did. And from what I looked up, curing them 5 times gives you the best deals, so I'm just going to do that while I'm at it. But once they were villagers, I got the trades I wanted. And then I broke these gates, but I had a minecart on a track right here. That way when they walked out, they'd get sucked right in. And I tracked them over here to this little converter system I made. Push the button on either side to send it to the opposite of where they're at. And I just realized I didn't treat these guys yet. The reason I'm doing it like this is so I can use 1 splash potion for 2 of them. So I initially cured them. This is my second curing. First since they've had their jobs, but I did trade with them. I got the trade I wanted first, and then I traded with them, which should lock it in. And again, everyone's got a name. That's a Dying Light reference. Mendelssohn for mending. I don't know. I just came up with that because I wanted to make him an armor, which is the blast furnace. So you push the button, sends them back. They're separated a block apart, so if that guy cures faster than this guy, they won't hit each other and turn them, which isn't a big issue, but just to avoid it, it's spaced. And I put on some throwaway armor, just because, you know, he'll hit you when I walk into him and push you back, so you just got to walk into it after he does that. And you can actually push the minecart. This is as simple as it can get. I've seen some on YouTube that were using trapdoors and the minecart systems. You could do like 4 at a time, so those might be worth checking out if that's what you want. I'm not trying to do a villager trading hall yet. Maybe not. Yeah, not anytime soon. I'm trying to stay in the mid game for a while, but I do want to get mending on some things, just so I don't have to keep fixing them. So I was tunneling in my diamond mine, kept hearing that wind noise, so I knew there was a trial chamber. Found it, made a track. Also found a skeleton spawner over there, made a track. Had the zombies trapped. I'm gonna hide them in this hole for a while. It's my secret laboratory. But once I'm done curing them, I'll leave the zombie, but I'm gonna ship these guys somewhere else to keep them safe. Not sure where yet. I'll figure that out. Yeah, that's as easy as it gets. So once they're cured and villagers again, I'll push the button, which will send them over here to this booster. Zombie attacks them. The difficulty is on hard, so they will always turn. They won't die. So if you don't like playing on hard, turn it to hard temporarily. Just do not turn it to peaceful or your zombie will despawn. I usually play on hard. I've been playing on normal since my nephew's on this realm, so I just want it to be a little easier for him. But I did turn it to hard just to be sure these guys didn't die. Honestly, that's about it. I didn't record the whole process because this was the first time I've actually tried doing this. Usually I just get the zombie villager, cure it, and I'm done. This is going to be my first time doing it 5 times to get discounts. So he was buying 9 pieces of coal for 1 emerald. I'm assuming that means he'll get down to the 1-for-1 kind of trades. He was already buying 1 iron ingot for 1 emerald, which isn't terrible since we got an iron mine and a vein. So anyhow, see this guy. I don't know if anything got cheaper, to be honest, but yeah, I don't know, because this was already this price, this was this price. No idea about that. So yeah, I'm gonna do it 5 times regardless, and I'll try to remember that 22 number. They might have to go back to their workstation to maybe adjust the price too. I don't know. I have not looked into it. But just to show you. Oh, thought he died for a second. So just carefully come in and send him back. And once that guy, there he is. So he's more expensive. I did sell some coal to him, so maybe that had some effect on it. You know, hasn't done his workbench. I could see that affecting it, you know, buy, sell, demand stuff. But regardless, I'm gonna do it 5 times. It's a learning experience. I got mending books. I will kill them off if I have to. I am not worried about that, as brutal as that is. I did just want to share a very simple way that this can be done. My proof of concept was successful. You could do the fancy ones and do a bunch at a time, make an actual curing station to be more efficient. I'm just doing 2. Again, I don't have a trading hall or anything. I might make one, but that's way down the road. Nothing I'm worried about right now. So I hope this is helpful. So it gives you proof of concept, like I said. And if I ever do this again, I'll record the whole process of catching them and getting them all in here and setting this all up. It's pretty impromptu. Since I'm staying in mid-game, I've just been wearing a diamond helmet with iron armor, but the iron armor is starting to get expensive to fix, so I do want to put mending on it so I can have that kind of a little bit of balance. I'm not super overpowered because I'm still wearing iron, but at least my armor won't keep breaking. You know, just quality of life for me, really. And I will probably put it on a couple pickaxes since they're getting 30 XP to repair. But the reason I wanted to do this is just so I, you know, use half the splash potion, which I have a nice potion room set up. No biggie. The first cure, I'm assuming counts, so I don't need all 5 or whatever. But I am just going to use up everything I have in here to be safe. Then I will let them out of the carts and back into their little holes. Trade some more. Get a nice little stockpile of mending. And then I will ship them off somewhere for, I don't know, cold storage. But and I'll leave this for the next guys. So if I want to catch 2 more zombie villagers, I can, and put different job blocks and all that. Because now eventually I'll have a library, and I'll have a bunch of the librarians with just different enchanted books. I guess an enchanting table would probably be easier. I don't know. It's all up in the air. I haven't started with a trading hall, so I can do anything I want in the future. So that's where I'll end this. And yeah. If you're watching it, I appreciate it. Thank you. Take care.